Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Armand here with a new installment to E equals MCU that I wanted to kind of explore because I have been noticing that, especially as of late with MCU projects, there's a lot of hinting towards different events in the story, different things, different fillers that the characters are mentioning when they're talking about their past or things that have happened to give you kind of give you like a context or like something to tie emotionally to the characters. So what I want to do in this series is I basically want to send a message to Marvel Studios. And this is something that I always hear Grace Randolph always says. So, full credit to her. But I feel like she's 100% correct. And when she says this and when she says it about, this is a segment I'm going to do called Show, Don't Tell. And I'm going to go over different scenes in the MCU and hopefully you guys agree with me, where we actually want a movie or a Disney Plus series or even a short. If they can go back to doing the shorts that they were doing and putting those on Disney Plus, to where you maybe just get like a scene or two of what these characters are describing where we could actually see it. So in this first installment, I want to go back to the Falcon and Winter Soldier series when they introduced Isaiah Bradley. And Isaiah Bradley he tells the story about his run-in with Bucky. And I think this was back in the 50s. This is when this happened, or 50s or the 60s. And, he explains it in a way that I feel like we need some live action to it. He also sits down with Sam later on and explains the aftermath of all of that happening. So I kind of want to see those things in maybe like a 20-minute short where you could have the scene with Bucky and then also kind of show him busting out the guys and kind of saving them and just kind of him being thrown in jail and kind of putting a cap on that. So what I wanted to do, and just in case you don't know, here are the two scenes in where he mentions this. I do apologize. I had to get a screen grab wherever I could get it. So check it out.
We're here to see Isaiah. Nobody named Isaiah living. Look, we just want to talk to him.
You must not hear what I just said. You ain't getting in the touch. Y'all can leave now.
Tell him the guy from the bar in Goyang is here. He's gonna know what that means.
All right, we're here.
Nice kid. How do you know this guy?
I used to. We had a skirmish during the Korean War.
Look at you.
This is, Sam. Sam, this is Isaiah. He was a hero. One of the ones that Hydra feared the most, like Steve. We met in 51.
If by met you mean I whooped your ass, then, yeah. We heard whispers he was on the peninsula. But everyone they sent after him never came back. So the U.S. military dropped me behind the line to go deal with him. I took half that metal arm in that fight in Goyang, but I see he's managed to grow it back. I just wanted to see if he got the arm back, or if he'd come to kill me.
Not a killer anymore.
You think you can wake up one day and decide who you want to be? It doesn't work like that. Well, maybe it does for folks like you.
Isaiah, the reason we're here,
That what I think it is? Leave it covered. Those stars and stripes don't mean nothing good to me.
I need to understand.
You understand. Every black man does.
whether you want to deny it or not.
Don't do that bitter old man thing with me.
If you ain't bitter, you're blind.
I don't get it, okay? What went wrong? But you were a super soldier like Steve. You could have been the next...
The next? What? Huh? Blonde hair, blue eyes, stars and stripes. The entire world's been chasing that great white hope since he first got dosed with that serum.
Steve did not put you in jail.
You want to know what went wrong? A handful of us got shot up with different versions of that serum. But they don't tell us what it is. They tell us it's tetanus. They sent us on missions, even though the others weren't stable. Some of us started dying off. Then a couple of the boys get captured on a mission. I heard the brass talking about blowing the POW camp to hell to hide the evidence. But those are my men, my brothers, not evidence. So I bust out of the facility one night, and I brought them boys back. Not that it made a damn bit of difference. It wasn't long before it was only me left. And what did I get for saving their lives? For the next 30 years, they experimented on me, trying to figure out why the serum worked.
But the world's different now. I know people.
Man, that's why you're here. You think things are different? You think times are different? You think I wouldn't be dead in a day if you brought me out? You want to believe jail was my fault because you got that white man's shield? Pledge allegiance to that, my brother. They will never let a black man be Captain America. And even if they did, no self-respecting black man would ever want to be.
So those are the scenes I'm referencing to, and I think we need a live action adaptation of those events. So that's basically my argument on this. That's what this segment is about. Show don't tell. There's so many different instances of this happening in MCU. So if there's any that you want to see or any that you can remember that you want to cover or want to talk about, let me know down in the comment section. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I am out.